Nick Foles played well, but Eagles looked far from Super Bowl worthy in narrow win over Giants. The Philadelphia Eagles did not particularly look like a Super Bowl team Sunday, struggling mightily in the Meadowlands to beat a very bad New York Giants team. And that was even with Nick Foles playing very well in his first game since taking over at quarterback for erstwhile league MVP frontrunner Carson Wentz. Who knew losing Wentz would decimate the Philadelphia defense? The Eagles just held on to beat the Giants, 34-29, by surviving a 4th and goal incompletion from the Philadelphia 11-yard line thrown by New York quarterback Eli Manning in the final minute. The Eagles improved their NFC-best record to 12-2. They clinched the first-round postseason bye and remained on course to be the number 1 seed in the NFC playoffs. The best news for the Eagles on Sunday was that Foles looked very good and very capable in his first start in place of Wentz, the second-year standout who suffered a season-ending torn anterior cruciate ligament in his left knee a week earlier. Foles completed 24 of 38 passes for 237 yards and 4 touchdowns. He didn't have an interception and had a passer rating of 115.8. It was a Wentz-like performance, and that is high praise indeed during a season in which Wentz has been talked about in Tom Brady-ish terms. The Packers weren't good enough for Aaron Rodgers to save, but that was about where the positives ended for the Eagles. They allowed Manning, during a season in which he was benched in favor of Geno Smith and so often has looked old and ineffective, to throw for 434 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's while throwing to a core of receivers that lacks Odell Beckham Jr. and Brandon Marshall. That defensive performance by the Eagles came against a Giants team that already has fired its coach, Ben McAdoo, and is very much playing out the string in a calamitous season. The Eagles spent the week talking about their confidence in Foles. That worked out just fine Sunday. He resembled the quarterback who had 27 touchdown passes and 2 interceptions in 2013 while playing in Chip Kelly's fast break offense. And that was with Kelly nowhere in sight. What didn't work out fine Sunday was the rest of the Eagles lineup, especially on defense. If the Eagles are to shrug off Wentz's injury and still have success in the NFC playoffs, it will be because of the all-around strength of their team. It will be because they can run the football and play defense, without having to rely on Foles to be everything for them that Wentz was. After nearly losing his leg, Teddy Bridgewater makes emotional return for Vikings. The defense fell apart Sunday. There was little pass rush pressure on the immobile Manning, who was sacked once. Manning carved up the Philadelphia secondary, and the Giants easily could have stolen the game. The Eagles could feel good Sunday about how Foles played. That undoubtedly was a relief to them. But the other NFC contenders could feel good about how the Wentz-less Eagles looked. That's what matters more in the bigger picture. The Eagles will have to be far better if they're going to have any chance to overcome Wentz's injury and be the NFC team that reaches Minneapolis in February. Read more from the Post. NFL Week 15, Aaron Rodgers returns, the Patriots and Steelers collide, Chargers stumble against Chiefs. Hope you get your neck snapped. Anthony Barr shares hate mail over his Aaron Rodgers hit. The demons are always a breath away. Larry Johnson, convinced he has CTE, battles self-destructive impulses. NFL owners are paying Roger Goodell with a contract extension, but are they really?